let's talk about these amazing headbands. They're called ferronnière and they were very popular in the Renaissance and then in the 19th century. So let's go back to the beginning, in the late 15th century. So this was painted by Leonardo da Vinci and it's called Lady with an Ermine, which is this animal that she's holding. And we can see that she's got an early example of one of those headbands. So in this example, it's actually a very simple black band and it's holding her hair arrangement in place, because this bit here, you can see there's a golden band, that's a piece of gauze that's over her hair, and the black band is on top of it, holding it all in place. Here we have another painting by Da Vinci. This also dates to the 1490s, and we can see that this lady is also wearing a similar headband. However, in this example, the headband is a little bit more elegant because there was a jewel right in the centre of her forehead. In this portrait of Bianca Maria Sforza, we can see again that the black band has been used to hold this gorgeous headdress in place, and that is where all the jewels have gone. However, if we compare it to this painting with these two ladies, we can see that here lots of money has gone into the actual headbands themselves. They have pearls and rubies and gold work. This is where wealth is beginning to be extended even into the band holding the rest of the headpiece together. And in this portrait of an idealised woman as Flora, or some say it's Lucrezia Borgia, we see that she has got a beautiful head jewel, a beautiful headband here. It is possible that there was a diamond at the centre and it's surrounded by goldwork and pearls, held by a very delicate band. So this dates to about 1520, and after that period we don't see as many of these headbands. They were replaced by other forms of headwear. However, in the 19th century, there was a resurgence for this fashion. They liked to have the headband much higher. This, for example, is a portrait of Jane Digby, and it was painted in 1831. And in this example, we can see that the headbands in the 19th century were far more elaborate. They were filled with expensive jewellery. And of course, they were inspired by the Renaissance, but they took it to a new level. And indeed, women were inspired by Renaissance fashions and jewellery. We can see this in this ensemble here. This woman's gown, headdress and accessories are all inspired by earlier eras. The band of pearls with a single large pearl was particularly fashionable. And indeed, it's very elegant. Pearls were very, very popular during the 19th century. And it suits the hairstyles, I think. Here's another gorgeous example. This time though, the pearl headband is not really on the forehead anymore, but the jewel is resting just at the top. Very elegant though.